Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. You guys, look at this. I think the last video that I posted was maybe 6 or 3 weeks ago. Baby boy is 6 weeks, 4 days. Let me show you guys. This is 6 weeks postpartum body. Let's see if I can sit it here. I'm gonna see if I can post. So 6 weeks postpartum. I'm 214 pounds. I went from 240 to 214. My doctor says it's because I am pumping. I do bottle feed, but pump. He doesn't really latch onto the nipple well, so I'm not gonna stress out about that. But you guys are here for an amazing birth story, okay? And so before I start the story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, you guys. We are growing, which I'm excited about. But this story that I'm gonna get into, it's crazy. Being my first pregnancy, and everybody keeps asking if I'm gonna have more kids. You decide after the story. Alright, so it all started when I not lost my membrane, but when my water broke that Saturday. So my water broke, went to the hospital. First of all, I wasn't even sure if it was my water. I thought I was peeing myself. That Saturday, Sunday, we were scheduled for our induction, which didn't happen because my water broke Saturday. So we go to the hospital. They give me the medicine to, I don't know what they gave me. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. But I was at 8 centimeters when I don't even think I started to push. Like the band that they put on your belly when it's they're checking the heartbeat and stuff like that. So they actually had to use one to go. Instead of using the band around me, they used like a heart monitor that they placed on his head inside of my uterus. Don't know, but that's what they did. That's how they controlled his heartbeat. So I didn't even get the option to push. They were like, oh, you're 8 centimeters dilated. You're not going any further than that. They first they tried to tell me that my son was big, that they didn't think that I was going to be able to push him out. But I'm like, that's not possible considering the fact that, I did do my MFM scans weekly, and they never determined my baby was big, although I am type 2 diabetic. So I was like, okay, whatever. So they're like, we're going to have to do a C-section. It's crazy because going into this, I wanted to do a C-section in the beginning. So I was like crying when they told me I had to do a C-section. But I'm like, I don't know why I'm crying anyway. Because it was the same doctor who did my sister's C-section. And everything went great with her. So I was like, okay, just give me the C-section. I'll be fine. Yes, I did get the epidural. And I don't know, I got a lot of mixed feelings about the epidural story. Like, it was painful, it did this, it did that. It was great for me. Like, I didn't even feel it or anything like that, which I thought I would, but I wasn't. But I didn't, I guess, because I was already on a, high. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Alright, so, yeah, I didn't feel it, I guess, because I was already on a high. So, they gave me the epidural. They started to prep me for my C-section, numb me. That numbing sensation was freaking amazing. My C-section experience was great, in my opinion. Like, the doctors were great. I didn't feel anything. They were talking to me as my husband was there with me. So for me, overall, my C-section went great. After they did that, they gave me baby. As soon as they put Asher to my my side of the face, he stopped crying immediately, and already started to latch onto my boob. Like, he was like, okay, I'm out, now feed me, type stuff. So then we go back to the room, which we had to stay 5 days extra because he ended up having jaundice. So we had to put him under the light, which I hated, but, you know, they say, oh, you know, it's normal, so I wasn't really worried about it. Which my sister-in-law also had her baby 2 weeks after me, and she, baby girl, had jaundice as well, but they didn't have to stay in the hospital. So we go, after we leave the hospital, we go back home. 2 days after being out of the hospital, I started to feel weird. Like, I never had high blood pressure during my whole entire pregnancy. Let me go ahead and throw that out there. And as soon as I checked myself into the hospital, it was a Saturday. We left on a Wednesday. No, we left on a Thursday. So I was only out for 2 days on my own from the hospital. And on the 2 days, that Saturday, I went back to the hospital because I just wasn't feeling good. I told Ryan, I'm like, you know, I gotta go. I'm just not feeling it. So we go to the hospital. They check me. You guys, my freaking blood pressure was a 201 over something. Extremely high. They're like, oh, you have postpartum preeclampsia. I'm like, what the hell is postpartum preeclampsia? So I'm like, okay, well, what is postpartum preeclampsia? They're like, oh, it's something you can get after you have a baby. My blood pressure was high. I had swollen feet, like my feet and my ankles were like super swollen. I was having really bad migraines, and on top of that, I was having chest pains. So they're like, oh, you might have pneumonia. I'm like, what the freak? So they test me for pneumonia and something else, but when they did a scan on my chest, your girl had I never know the name of it. I'm always asking my husband to say it. So he's not here. I think it's called a pulmonary edema or something like that, where it's like fluid on the lungs. Don't know how it happened. It happened. So I literally had to stay in the hospital 5 days. I was so sad because it's like, no, I stayed in there Saturday night, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and we went home Wednesday. Yeah, 5 days. Y'all, just imagine how upset I was being like a new mom. This is my rainbow baby, and now I'm already having to give my baby away. I did not want him at the hospital while we were there because it's like, we want their baby there. But I literally went from the labor and delivery treating my postpartum to ICU treating my pulmonary edema. Yeah. So everybody's like, oh, you want another baby, and it's like, pump your brakes because granted it took us a while to get here with this rainbow baby, but after going through what I went through, don't get me wrong, the labor and delivery part was amazing. Like my C-section, the recovering was amazing, but it's just like the stuff after that, like the postpartum preeclampsia leading to high blood pressure, leading to all this other stuff, and it's just like it sets me back for a little bit. So we probably won't be trying for another baby until after probably like 2 or 3. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there, because that was just too much for me to handle, and the stress on my husband at the same time. Good thing, you guys, though, at his job, he works for Costco, and he got to do maternity leave. So he was on maternity leave from March 29th to today, which is April 18th. So today he went back to work, which is amazing because having him here while I was healing, and I literally just had my 6-week checkup Monday, which I was cleared for everything. Got my stuff for my birth control because I am going on birth control. I want to be as cautious as I can because I don't want to get pregnant again at this moment. I do not. I just want to embrace having my baby boy, and it's so crazy because last year, you guys know, I had a miscarriage. Well, I mean, not last year, but in 2022 I had a miscarriage. Baby was supposed to be here in 2023, which would have been a month apart from my sister, which is crazy because the Rainbow Baby's due date was March 3rd. Asher's due date was March 3rd. So me and my sister did not technically have our babies a month apart, but they're still a year apart from each other. So when Amir is turning 2, Asher will be turning 1. So they still have that connection. And you guys, when I tell you my nephew is obsessed with my son, he's obsessed. Every time he sees me with him, he's always trying to come over and hold him, or when he's crying, he's like trying to come check on him and see if he's okay. I'm just so excited to be a mom, you guys. If you've been here through my journey, then you know what we've been through, the struggles and everything. But I'm excited for this journey. I'm excited to put out mommy content now for you guys. But I think that's it. I'm still having to check on my blood pressure. When I went to my 6-week checkup, it was still high. It was like 150 or something. Don't know why it's so high. But I need to just take my medicine and go from there. But that's about it. Cleared me for everything. Uterus is back to where it's supposed to be. I know they say sleep when the baby sleeps, but if you see my house right now, I can't do that. But I have a lot of time on my hands now. When he's napping, I can get content in, so that's a good thing. But I think that's it for right now. You guys. Definitely a birth experience to remember, for sure. I hated being in the hospital those extra 5 days after being in the hospital with Asher for 5 days. Like, I wanted my own bed. But everybody in the ICU and everybody in labor and delivery were so nice at my hospital. Like, super nice. They encouraged me to pump when I didn't even feel like pumping because I was just so over it and ready to go home. You guys, I was on oxygen. I had to get off of oxygen because they had me on the highest level of oxygen because I wasn't breathing properly on my own. So it was a lot. So definitely not going to be having a baby. Yeah, so I'm definitely not going to be having a baby anytime soon right now. Ryan and I just want to get the process of, having our firstborn, Asher here, and just be all about Asher right now. So, plus out of my not my in-laws, but out of my, my in-laws, my sister-in-laws, they're done having kids, so it's like up to Ryan and I now. So each of them have 3. Both of them have 2 boys and a girl. So it's like we started off having our boy. So are we gonna be 2 boys and a girl, or is our second one gonna be a girl? Because first, second one is a girl. We're gonna wait until later on to have the last one. Ryan said he wants about 2. I still say 3 max, maybe 4. Break that 3 tradition. So we'll see. We'll see what my body does. But again, thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Like I said in the beginning, don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe. And it's good to see new subscribers as well. If you have a YouTube channel and you posted your birth story, comment down below so I can click on it. I'm really intrigued on other people's birth experience. Yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video.